Dome Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's move up to some heavyweights. Some real interesting stuff going on. We have a fight uh, coming up for the IBF mandatory slot, which is very important. The purse bid was won by Epic Sports again. Now that name might start ringing a bell. You had a purse bid about 3 weeks ago with Dillian White versus Kubrat Pulev. Remember? Right? Matchroom with Eddie Hearn was in it, Sauerland was in it, and Epic Sports came and swept it up with about 1.5 million. You know, um, Matchroom Eddie Hearn only bid about 800,000, so they call it Sauerland. You was wondering, well, didn't you just get a big deal, 800,000 for Kubrat Pulev versus Dillian White? Wow, I thought that was a lot at the time. I mean, not enough. Those guys are pretty good fighters. So Dillian White pulled out of the fight and was lucky to get that Joseph Parker fight. So, you can't really hate on him about it, right? Although the winner of that fight was the IBF mandatory. But okay, Joseph Parker fight, that's a good fight. Now, newest news is Jarrell, Big Baby Miller, right? Next in line to go get that fight in Bulgaria, right? That's where Kubrat Pulev is from. You got to go get it. Jarrell Miller and his team have said no, they're not going. This is what the rumors are. I'll put an article in the description box. Y'all check it out. Seems like they're not going to go. Now, we know the purse split is 75%, 25% for the mandatory that is now. When you're fighting for it and you're coming in, you're a challenger in that position, you get 25%. So in this case, it'll be around 500 grand, right, for Jarrell Miller. Right, so you're looking at it and you're saying, well, this is an opportunity for Jarrell Miller. You get that mandatory slot. And here's a stat for you. Jarrell Miller's never been outside the U.S. ever. Now, I didn't know that. I assumed that he had been by now. Right? What is this guy, man? He's 21 and 1, 21 and 0, one draw, 18 KOs, 300 pounds. And he doesn't view going over there to get that title from Kubrat Pulev. You know, that's at least acknowledging that him and his team don't think they can go there and win convincingly, right? That's go, oh, I'm going somewhere to Bulgaria, I can get cheated. A person that thinks you're gonna win convincingly is not thinking like that, right? That fight you want to take. First of all, Kubrat Pulev, period. Let's forget the IBF mandatory eliminator bout. Let's just say Kubrat Pulev. People ain't beating Kubrat Pulev. The only one did it was Vladimir Klitschko. And we keep saying, it's probably not so much on his resume, right? When you don't have people on your resume, that's a sign of danger, right? At some point, people know they ain't going over there trying to mess with them, right? People who are fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh and stuff in these rankings, they're not messing it up, messing with somebody that's dangerous, right? And what helps them is if they're not that known, then they don't have to fight him, right? That's what happens, and so your resume is there. Now, if you think Dillian White wasn't in the rush, he was going to be 300,000, but you boom, let me go get that real quick if it's easy. 500,000 for Jarrell Miller. Let me go get that real quick if it's easy. So people are not thinking that they're going to beat Kubrat Pulev convincingly, or else it would have been done. Now the next guy who takes this fight, whoever gonna take it, right? Let's remember who it is, whoever it is, because I mean 500,000 is gonna mean more to whoever that is than it does to Jarrell Miller, obviously, right? But whoever that is, let's not forget him, because he goes there, he gets beat by Kubrat Pulev, then he comes back and beats somebody pretty good, and then he starts talking about another eliminator match. Then let's not get mad at him because he was the one who stepped in to do this. Not Dillian White, not Jarrell Miller. Now, this is the kind of stuff that you just got to remember, right? Because these are the guys that are calling out the Anthony Joshuas and the Deontay Wilders of the world constantly, but not viewing a fight like this as an opportunity. Boom, man, I'm gonna handle this. You're in my way to do what I have to do. So you want those are glaring. It has to be looked as an opportunity. I always kind of watch what fighters do with certain situations like this, and you just kind of remember it. I mean, like I was telling you, Gennady Golovkin, that Andre Ward fight. He's only one at 168 pounds, and your team just said you can beat everybody from 154 to 168. Andre Ward is very decorated. You go up there and be the guy with no punching power. You don't have to worry about getting knocked out. Maybe outclassed, but not knocked out. And his team didn't view that as an opportunity. That stuck with me. All right, stuck with me. It's like, wow, then you're not really thinking what people are thinking about you. At some point, these things here have to be viewed. Ooh, this is an opportunity, bam, to get this. That's how I think Jarrell Miller should be thinking, especially at 300 pounds. So, like I always say, when a man's 300 pounds, I think Jarrell Miller has a chance against anybody. He can make more mistakes. And I think his mindset should be, I can go over here and get Kubrat Pulev easily, and then I'm the IBF mandatory. Kubrat Pulev knows what time it is. There's obviously there's a lot of fights he hasn't been in. He's pulled out this and that, but now he's looking pretty formidable because the names that won't go get him, Dillian White and Jarrell Miller, are pretty good names. So y'all building up Kubrat Pulev's legacy. Let's see what happens going forward. Let's see who's gonna step up to the plate. But this is starting to get interesting. Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm out of here, y'all.